The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hey guys, I'd just like to start off by confirming if you guys can hear me. If you can you just in the questions section give me a yes? Okay, yeah, I see it. Thank you. Thanks. So my name is Shridhar Luthria. Very happy to have all of you over here. I'm just gonna wait for about a couple of more minutes before we actually start off. We're just waiting for some more people to join in, and as soon as they do, we'll actually kick things off. Just a couple of minutes. All right, I see a lot of people coming in, and from all sorts of places as well. That's great to see. Yeah, just a minute or so more, and we'll kick things off. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining in. To everybody who's here, given the format of this webinar, well, I hope you're having a nice day, or I hope you've already had a nice day, whichever one it is. So, Reseller Club 2016. Shridhar Luthria over here. I'm going to sort of present a bunch of aspects around what we're planning to do this year. But I'm actually going to start off with, you know, what Reseller Club has evolved to over a period of time, right? So over the years, how has Reseller Club grown with its partners such as you guys, right? And I want to spend a couple of minutes on this before we actually start talking about the different features and products and services that we have in our roadmap, right? So back in the day, and this is 2005 is the year I actually joined. Direct Eye. At that time, we were Direct Eye's wholesale channel, and there was actually no reseller club back then. All our partners were, doing business with us through the Direct Eye reseller channel. And as you can see, this is a screenshot of the website we had back then, pre 2005, in my opinion. In 2006, we actually went live with Reseller Club. We, for some time in the back, had been working on actually hiving off Direct Eye's reseller arm into a completely separate entity, because we believed that it needed its own attention. Direct Eye, was slowly but surely becoming a group of different brands and companies, and we wanted to make sure that the focus that we had on our reseller partners always stayed crystal clear. So that was 2006. In 2007, we actually broke into the top 10 uh, global registrars for domain names, right? For GTLD domain names. In 2005, back when we were the Direct Eye channel, we were actually 22nd on that list. And in 2006, after launching Reseller Club, we actually by 2007 hit the 10th spot. To fast track a little bit to 2010, Reseller Club launched or started launching a slew of different hosting products and services, right? So, until 2010, we had this one, hosting package known as the single domain hosting package, right? And in 2010, we took a, we took this step to actually focus a lot more on adding newer hosting products and services to the platform so that our partners could actually use it, and sort of try to work with it. Hey, I see some feedback on how the voice is a little flaky. If you just give me a minute, I will try and fix this. All right, is the voice better now? I just wanted some feedback because I got some that was flaky. Ah, perfect. Okay, thank you so much. All right, so just coming back to the 2010 slide, we were talking about all the different hosting products that we actually started focusing on and launching on the Reseller Club platform, right? So we had shared hosting where you could host multiple domain names or websites within one cPanel package, VPSs, and of course reseller hosting as well. In 2011 we actually went completely global, right? So we realized that Reseller Club had a fairly decent footprint in several different markets, and we actually picked the ones that we wanted to focus on from a program perspective, and actually started building out local Reseller Club brands for each one of these, right? So China had its own sort of website in Chinese, with the local currency for pricing, with local payment gateways, and so did all the others. And this started in 2011. In 2012, we actually started hosting our own events. So we started off in 2012 with the Reseller Club Hosting Summit. In 2014, we actually partnered with Hosting Con, and today manage 3 events across India, Europe, and China. The European event is held in Amsterdam. In 2014, and this was a very, very significant year for us, we actually partnered or joined the Endurance International Group. So DirectEye's web presence arm, which included some other web infrastructure brands as well, including Reseller Club, became a part of the Endurance International Group, right? And this in many ways actually gave us greater impetus in terms of what we were trying to do, right? Because we now joined a world-class brand with several different world-class brands within it, right, including HostGator, Bluehost, etc. And there was so much more opportunity to actually learn and improve our services across the board, right? So this happened in 2014. In 2015, like I was telling you, Reseller Club actually partnered with HostGator and Bluehost and started offering its products and services, right? So today, if you actually buy a reseller hosting package at HostGator, you actually get a Reseller Club domain names account to be able to use absolutely free of cost without any sort of deposit, right? If you go to Bluehost site and you're looking for reseller hosting, they actually refer those customers or those visitors onto Reseller Club because again they want to focus on some of their other products and services, and they believe that those resellers are best served at Reseller Club, right? So these are some of the partnerships that we built over 2015 to be able to service guys like you. In 2016, so coming to 2016, what happens here? Well, big year really for Reseller Club, and one of the reasons for that amongst many is that in 2016, if you do the math, we actually turned 10 years old, right? Where we turned 10, we've had 10 glorious years, fantastic fun, working with partners such as yourself, working with several different providers from all over the world, literally, right? From the United States, from Brazil, from China, from India, from Turkey, from the United Kingdom, from Indonesia, and so many other places, right? Oh, I also see a few happy birthdays. Thank you so much, guys. Thanks for that. But yeah, so Reseller Club turns 10, and we actually want to kick kick off this whole birthday ceremony with a big bash, right? And if some of you guys might actually remember this, but Reseller Club every year hosts its own big birthday bash, right? And this starts on Feb 1st. Just a little trivia, but Reseller Club's actual birthday is on Feb 17th 2006, just so that you guys know. Right. So coming to the big birthday bash details, this is what we have on offer for you guys. As you can see, all our hosting products, or most of our hosting products, are actually available at high discounts. We also have amazing promotions running on some of our TLDs. We'll also have other promotions running on some of our add-on products like CodeGuard, SiteLog, and so many other ones as well, right? So this is the big birthday bash. Like I said, it starts on Feb 1st, which is next week. I hope a lot of you guys can make the most of it. In fact, I hope all of you guys can actually make the most of it, right? Moving on. So we spoke about the big birthday bash, but really this is just the beginning of the year, right? We're just getting started. We're just getting warmed up. And what's going to actually come next, right? Uh, we have a lot in store for you in terms of features and different products and services. And I'm actually going to start off with some of the features now, right? So the slide that you see in front of you are the top feature launches that we're actually looking at in 2016, right? The first one is frictionless reseller buy, which is primarily from an onboarding perspective. Frictionless reseller buy allows our reseller partners who are looking at just picking up a hosting package to actually do that seamlessly and then look at adding reseller functionalities to their account once they've actually bought a package, right? So we're trying to make the onboarding process a lot easier. uh, Before I move on, I see some more questions coming in around these aspects. I just want everybody to know that everything that you guys put in the questions section will be looked at post this webinar if I can't tackle it at this point in time, and then will be answered by the account managers. I'll be working on some of these with the account managers myself, and I'll make sure that you guys actually have responses as soon as possible. All right. Just moving on from the frictionless reseller buy, we also have an OrderBox mobile app. I know a lot of you guys have been asking for this. We're finally going to look at launching it sometime this year. We're also looking at a mobile-friendly super site, which makes sure that the super site resolves in the right way with responsive design, etc., on your mobile phones. We're also looking at product bundles. We've already launched a few product bundles. We're also looking at adding some more product bundles, right? Uh, by the way, another quick question over here. How many of you guys have tried our product bundles? If you can just give me a yes or a no in the question section, just so that I get a feel of what you guys have been doing. Okay, okay. Yeah, I see a lot of yeses. I see a few nos. I see a not yet as well. Thank you for that. Uh, right. Okay. So moving on, thank you for that response. Thank you for for trying it out. And those that haven't, please make sure that you do at some point in time. We've specially built this so that you guys can compete with larger hosting providers and with some of the registrars out there. So we hope it helps. From a European customer standpoint or a European partner standpoint, we're also looking at the EU VAT setup very seriously, and we've also started working on those features to make sure that you guys have what you need from a VAT perspective. We're also looking at price setting enhancements. I think we're adding so many different products and services that we want to make sure that the products and services that are there and that you're setting prices for, it actually can be done a lot more effectively and quickly compared to what it is today. Once again, I'd like to ask you another question. How many of you guys would actually like to see a CSV file that you can download and upload every time you want to make any pricing modifications? So instead of actually going to the interface and doing it, how many of you guys would like a CSV file? CSV, yes, yes. Okay, I see a few no's, but I see a lot of yeses. Thank you. So just to let you know, I have my product managers on this webinar as well, and they're looking at all the responses that you're sending in. I've been actually asking for a CSV feature for a while, and you guys just made sure that we actually do it now. Thank you so much for that. You will also see a CSV file sometime this year. All right. Moving on, apart from just better, price setting enhancements, we're also looking at better email marketing features. So we have a send mail functionality in the OrderBox platform, in our Reseller Club platform, and that basically allows you to send out mass mailers to your existing customers or even to prospects that you're looking at. We're actually looking at increasing some of the capabilities of this such that it works as a genuine email marketing tool for you to be able to promote your business. We're also looking at project management capabilities. This is especially for our web designer developer partners. We have a lot of those guys, and I have a couple of slides which talks about how I plan on focusing on web designers and developers to some extent. But we're also looking at building out project management capabilities within the platform, such that any web designer or developer can actually manage any project related to website creation or related to building any sort of application within the OrderBox platform itself, so that it becomes convenient for him to use one aspect altogether. Right, so I'm going to move on from the top feature launches, but before I do that, I already see a lot of you guys putting in feedback, but can I get some more feedback around these features? If there's anything missing from your perspective, if there's anything else you'd like us to consider. This by no means is an exhaustive list. This is just some of the top features that we're looking at, but I'd love to hear more feedback in terms of any other features that you currently want on the platform. All right, so while you guys put this, I'm gonna very quickly actually move on, try move on to the products actually now. So 2016 in several ways, right, is a very important year. I said we turned 10, but along with that, we're also looking at this year very, very seriously from our product portfolio perspective, right? We believe that for a while now we've actually been offering you various different products and services which you can categorize as web infrastructure products, right? So if your customer says, hey, I want to get online, what are the different aspects of getting online that we need to tackle, right? And that's to a large extent the sort of portfolio that we've built as of now, right? But in 2016 and moving on, even in 2017, we're actually looking at making sure that we can actually increase some of these verticals that we're looking at, right? We can actually look at newer verticals which don't just help with web infrastructure, but actually help with the next level of of any customer's life cycle on the web as well, right? Which help in basically saying that, okay, now I have a website, but how do I make sure I promote it, right? As well as saying that, okay, apart from just my website and apart from just promoting it, what are the other aspects that I can focus on in an online fashion to be able to add more efficiency or productivity to my overall business, right? So we're looking at newer products and services around that as well. So like I said, we've actually divided our product ambitions into these three buckets. The first one is web infrastructure, which is the one we currently offer and have. All right. We're also looking at marketing tools and services, and then of course business efficiency solutions. And let me actually cover each one of these by telling you everything that we're considering on in terms of launching within them, right? So when we look at the web infrastructure, side of products and services, we're looking at dedicated servers in India. That in fact should be out within a couple of weeks. We're looking at launching all hosting flavors. That's basically shared hosting, reseller hosting, VPSs, dedicated servers, and even cloud infrastructure in China as well. We're looking at branded hosting. So for the first time, you will actually have a provider which will offer you products and services or hosting products and services from multiple brands on one single platform. You've probably seen this with affiliates, who try to forward you to different websites, etc. But we're giving you the capability very soon to be able to manage all these products and services from one single platform, right? And hence, to start that off, we're actually looking at HostGator hosting and Bluehost hosting. Over the next couple of months, you'll actually start seeing different avatars of this come out. And you can basically start buying these products and services for your customers. We're also looking at cloud hosting. We're looking at this product called Cloud Sites, which is which if simply explained is shared hosting on the cloud, as well as cloud servers. We're looking at WordPress optimized hosting. We're looking at better email solutions, including Google Apps and Office 365. We're looking at a mobile site builder known as Impressly. This, in fact, is not a mobile site builder specifically. It's a site builder that allows you to actually build your website both for PCs and laptops as well as the mobile. But the interesting thing is this entire website can actually be built by a mobile app itself. We're also looking at adding a native app builder known as App Machine. In fact, App Machine and Impressly come from the same parent. We're also looking at domain aftermarket partnerships, and I see a lot of Mojo Marketplace on on the question section. We're definitely looking at including that as well. As you know, that's a brand that's very close to us. It's a part of Endurance, and we're looking at making sure that we can actually include Mojo Marketplace on our platform as well. So, guys, give me some more feedback. Give me some more feedback on the products that you see, and what you like, what you don't like, and anything else that you want us to include in this section. Right, I'm extremely excited about some of these products and services. I think we've been waiting for them for a while. I know you have, and God knows I have as well, because at the end of the day, the success that you guys make or get or receive is the sort of success that we need for ourselves as well, right? So totally tied in over here and totally synced up in terms of demand and in terms of what you guys want. Right, so very quickly moving on, and once again, thank you for all that feedback that's coming in. The question section doesn't seem to be stopping at all, but so this is just the beginning, and I know I've said that before, but we want to empower you to be able to offer, a lot more, right? Offer a much wider set of products and services, and probably even buy it on behalf of your customers if you are a web designer or developer. So we're looking at marketing tools and services, fairly straightforward, but nothing that we've actually offered in the past. We're looking at SEM products. We're looking at search engine submission tools. We're also looking at email marketing tools. Probably something on the lines of constant contact, and maybe some slightly more price sensitive solutions as well. SMS marketing, live chat products, e-commerce tools. These are all products and services that we're considering to integrate within the platform. I think the only thing that will actually make a difference is you guys giving us feedback on what from all of these actually works for you, right? So again, in the feedback section, please make sure you keep the responses coming. Right. Once again, I see a lot of questions being asked in the question section. I assure you we'll try and answer every single one of those via the account managers. We'll just move on with the presentation for now, but please make sure you keep putting in your feedback over there. Thank you. Right. So coming back, business efficiency, online productivity, right? What are the sort of tools and services that we're looking for over here, or that we're considering over here, right? We're looking at CRM tools. We're looking at offering, not just one, but maybe different brands of CRM tools, which again, have a wide sort of range in terms of the pricing. We're looking at HR solutions, VoIP solutions, project management tools, as well as business optimized solutions. So if you're a doctor or a lawyer or any other sort of professional, right, you might need some sort of tools that can help you with your business. So we're actually looking at offering all of these on the platform as well, so that you can actually start offering these to your customers. Again, what's missing from your perspective, guys? Right, so when you look at all these products and services, you wonder, why is Reseller Club looking at actually adding so many different products, so many different services onto its platform, right? And really the goal is extremely simple, right? For us, we want to make sure that we are a complete web products and services marketplace. We are a provider who not only offers you a wide range of products in terms of product verticals, but also offers you multiple brands within that, right? We've had so many of our partners come to us and talk to us about alternative brands within different verticals, just because their customers want it, right? So we've heard that feedback, and we've decided that, hey, it doesn't just make sense for us to look at one brand of all these products and services, but to actually look at multiple brands and become that sort of marketplace that is today missing within our ecosystem, right? So that's what Reseller Club's goal is going to be over the next couple of years when it comes to new products that we're looking at adding on the platform. like I said earlier, there's a separate section that we carved out for our web designers and developers. Yeah, over here, right? And there's this, when we talk about web designers and developers, there's one very important aspect to consider, right? Today, if you're a web designer or a developer, right, and you're listening in, then great. We're happy that you're here and we're happy that you're doing business with us. But if you're a web host that typically targets, SMBs or anybody that's looking at buying hosting packages, right? Then you have to consider the fact that today a lot of hosting packages are actually bought by web designers and developers. Web designers and developers all over the world, especially in developing markets, but even elsewhere, are actually the true influencers or the true buyers of hosting packages, right, or of ancillary products and services for a website. So why not make sure that we have a solution that's robust enough for them, where they're either buying through other web hosts who've partnered with us, or if you're with us, then great. We love you. We'd love to have you, and we're going to try and do as much as possible to make sure that we can service you better. So just to explain how we're looking at doing this, we're actually looking at starting off by some more web designer and developer or WDD focused products and features. So we're looking at partnering with different font providers, theme providers, stock images, icons, and project management tools. We want to actually try and offer as many of these as possible within our hosting packages, and try and make sure that the ones that are offered at some sort of cost, right? Those are actually offered at much cheaper rates over here if you're with us and partnering with us. Then that's that makes it even more worth your while as you move along, right? So this is something that we're looking at adding within our control panels. Other WDD or web designer and developer focused efforts include partnerships with training institutions. Now, one aspect that we've been speaking to a lot of different design agencies as well as development agencies about is that they actually find it very difficult to get the right resources for different sorts of jobs and different sorts of projects, right? And they find it very difficult to actually hire the right kind of people. So, given that we actually want to try and help this community, this ecosystem, and try and be as much a part of it as possible, we actually decided that because of the sort of organization that we have, and because of the sort of processes that we've built over a period of time, we have a lot of different designer and developer clients and partners who we'd like to actually bring into one common sort of portal if they're sort of looking out for any sort of people to hire, or if they're looking out for any other company or individuals to prioritize or lend projects to. So we're trying to build this portal out for them to be able to do that. And when we tie up with these training institutions, we're also going to try and bring in individuals who are probably looking at jobs. So this becomes a sort of a jobs and project portal for designers and developers. Along with this, we're also starting a web designer contest. I don't have a name for it. For now, I'm just going to call it the web designer contest. We internally refer to it as the pageant. But the idea over here is that any of our design partners or development partners, will be asked to submit any sort of website that they've built that they believe is great looking or has great UI. And there'll be certain criteria that we'll actually expose, based on which a lot of these websites will be judged. The top 10 or the top 15 will actually put up on our social media for people to vote, and the one with maximum amount of votes actually wins a cash prize of $5,000. Second prize is three, and the third prize is $2,000, right? So we're looking at giving out about $10,000 on every quarter in terms of cash prizes to the best websites, to the best design, to the best developed websites as well. So right, along with all of this, we also have a marketing agency that focuses on web designers in India, and I'm happy to announce that this has actually gone live, and we're actually working with with some of our partners already. The goal of this marketing agency is to actually work with our web design and development partners and not focus on domains and hosting, right? Not really focus on, hey, why don't you sell a domain name to an SMB, or why don't you sell a hosting package to an SMB, but to actually help them promote their entire design business, right? Where we go out there and work in different sorts of media or different types of media to be able to actually generate more leads for these partners. So we're looking at partnering with as many people as possible, but we're limiting ourselves on a per city basis. We're only looking at about 2 to 3 partners in every city. We're looking at investing in efforts around email, SMSs, cold calling, newspaper ads, hoardings, and probably even some local television ads. So if you are a provider who, if you are a web designer and developer, if you run an agency, if you have ambition to grow, please contact us. Please contact your account manager, and let's see if we can fit you in to this marketing agency if you're from India, right? We're also looking at expanding this to some of our other markets, but that'll be over a period of time. Right. So like I said, if you're interested, please contact your account manager as soon as possible. Now would be ideal. And as you can see, 2016, is a year for change. I don't think I've ever conducted a webinar where I've spoken about so many things, that we're looking at doing that are so different from what we've done in the past 10 years, right? Reseller Club turns 10. We actually, have a very, very clear-cut focus, as we turn 10, that we want to add more value to your business and help you grow, right? I've said this in the past, but I don't know of any other way other than making sure that A, you have the right products and services, B, you have the right features, and three, you have the right amount of service-oriented people at your disposal to be able to give you better support, to be able to give you better, exposure to our platform, help you understand it better, and make sure that your account is managed completely seamlessly, right? So once again, I repeat, we want to add more value to your business and actually help you grow, whatever it takes. I'm going to leave it off with that. I'm going to sign out over here. Thank you so much, guys, for attending this. I hope this has been useful. I hope, this has, answered, some of your questions in terms of what we're doing in 2016. I can tell you that everybody over here in the Reseller Club team, whether it be on the, marketing side or the sales and account management side or even the product development side, right? Everybody is really kicked about this year. We believe this year is going to be extremely exciting for you and for us, because for you. And and yeah, I mean, best of luck to all of you guys, and I hope to talk to you again soon. And I hope that a lot of the stuff that I've spoken about when I talk to you next, a lot of it is out and we're actually discussing how it's doing. Thank you so much. We will answer all your questions as soon as we can. Thank you for putting in all your feedback. I'm going to keep the question section going for another 5 minutes, so please feel free to add more, more queries, more doubts, etc., more feedback. And yeah, thank you for all the birthday wishes as well. Talk to you soon, guys. Thank you so much.